Dude.
We may silence my cell phone here. Make sure, yeah.
Yeah, wait. You know what?
We
That's
gotta be-
that's a good idea. I feel like we never ever take the time to do that, and every once in a while, shit happens. You know what I mean?
I was recording a podcast yesterday, and yeah, my phone went off about about 10 minutes in, so that's what made me think of it.
Have you ever had your phone go off during a set?
Oh yeah,
Dude.
it was well, actually no, it wasn't during a comedy set. I was doing a rehearsal, like we were in like the tech week for a show I was doing in theater, and I had just gotten in a car accident like hours before. But you know, I went ahead, I borrowed one of my other parents' cars, and then went to the rehearsal. And the problem is, I started getting all the calls from like insurance agencies, like from mine, from theirs, from like all these people that heard about it. And I forgot to set it on silent. But like I'm up on stage, and like the director was like the most professional director we ever had. And I was like, I don't dare touch it. But the whole time you just hear, during this scene. And eventually she even just, and again, professional lady here. And even she is like livid. And she's like, just answer your fucking phone, Destin.
Dang.
So, yeah.
Dude, I had my phone go off during a Funny Bone show.
Ooh.
A ticketed show. $25 a ticket.
Wow, humble brag there.
No, it was not.
Yeah.
It was during like an improv like thing that we were doing.
Yeah.
And so it was
okay,
like,
that immediately nullifies the humble brag.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Doing improv, yeah.
Yeah. So
that immediately makes it not cool anymore.
we did stand up, and then at the end we were doing improv, and then literally my phone just starts going, and I was just like, oh no. But the crazy thing is that like because of something that had happened like earlier, like somebody had like said something to me while I was on stage.
Yeah.
It like totally it all tied together, and it was able to like, all right, this makes sense. All right,
Yeah.
so yeah. But like it was like that was nerve-wracking because I was like,
yeah.
oh man, how did I do that at open mics? How do I not do that
Right.
at a show? What?
Yeah. At the Funny Bone.
At the dude? What?
Yeah. The paid gig at the Funny Bone.
Dude, that was nuts.
Yeah.
But guys, fucking welcome to Help I'm High and Can't Get Down. This is Destin Richardson, fucking comedian. Do you have a podcast?
Yes, and actually, I'm really bad at the editing part, but I'm about to drop a whole bunch of episodes either Tuesday or Thursday this week, which is called the Destination Podcast.
Ooh.
So
That's a good name.
Look for that. Yeah, thank you. It's right there, low hanging fruit. That's what I live for. I mean, I just got a pun related to my name tattooed on my knee forever, like a couple weeks ago. So,
Dude.
all about the easy puns.
Okay. And you just fucking filmed a special.
Yes.
And what was that called? That's called like all
Grown Up.
Grown Up. Okay.
But spelled grown as in because I'm all about the easy puns. Yeah, there's a constant through line through my whole career, which is just what's the least amount of intelligence that can be used to make a joke. That's the brand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
But,
so how long you been doing comedy for then?
Actually, February 24th will be my 5-year anniversary.
Shit.
So yeah, and I have a show the very following day at the Homestead Cherry Valley Public House in Newark, Ohio. I'll say yeah. Follow me. I'm getting the plugs out all out of the way early. Because if people turn the channel, I was like,
yeah, exactly.
Gotta get it out now.
Yeah, in the first 10 seconds.
Yeah, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Pornhub, wherever you want. Just Destin Richardson, and look for me. And yeah, I'll be posting those shows coming up. But yeah, so 5 years, February 24th.
Fuck. That's crazy. And you already did a special?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yep, did my first hour. A lot of it was like pre-COVID though. Like I already had a half an hour pre-COVID. It was a loose half. Let's put it that way. It was a loose half. It was not tight. But and then COVID happened. I did a whole lot of writing over that, and then Just from doing big 20-minute sets at my shows this last year, I was able to fill the other half in easy. And I actually, for those listening, you might know the name Xavier Dunson. I pulled a Xavier where I was worried that I would do an hour, and I ended up doing an hour 20. Like I got lit at 55, and then I did a full 25 after that. Which is, again, that's if you take Xavier's numbers to a scale, that fits. So.
Yeah. So you only did one taping because we kind of talked about this before a little bit.
Yeah.
You said you did one taping.
Yeah,
but I mean, if you did an hour and 20 minutes, though,
there's
a lot of stuff that you could probably cut out and shit.
Yeah. We'll boil it down quite a bit.
What are you guys are you gonna make it to an hour, or are you guys
probably
gonna? Okay.
Yeah, I'll say there's probably 20 minutes in there that could be cut, whether it just didn't land exactly how I wanted, or if it was something I added. Because I improv'd a little bit in there, like ad-libbed stuff. That just maybe didn't fit with the rest of the material. So needy,
princess.
So
come
needy.
here. Hey, come here.
But yeah, we'll boil it down to about an hour, and then maybe 55 minutes so that I can put in some ad space, work that in if I take it straight to YouTube or not.
Okay.
But
are you gonna do like the Andrew Schultz thing where he does like a in the middle, like, hey, I'm
right.
Destin Richardson.
Where I plug boner pills.
Yeah.
By the way, if anyone is hawking boner pills and would like a prime marketing opportunity, my DMs are open. Spit into them first. They're a little dry.
Yeah. Hey, if you guys are doing stuff like that, hit me up too. Like, I need boner pills, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, if you're looking if you're in the market for butt plugs and you're looking for a good plug, right here.
There's your butt.
Not me personally. I mean, my special.
Give your butt a dial.
Yeah, no, my butt's fine. My butt's fine. But my special's butt needs a plug.
That's funny. So you've been doing comedy for, how old are you then? 5 years. How old are you?
I am 29 going on 30.
Okay.
Yeah, so I started at 24.
Same. Okay.
Yep.
Sweet.
And and even then the start it's I feel kind of dirty saying I've been doing it a full 5 years. I mean, obviously COVID barely counts. Even though I did actively write the entire time.
But I also count COVID too.
Okay.
There's a lot of people who are like, oh, if you it was actually funny because I think it stopped, but after COVID, for a solid almost a year, people would be like, how long you been doing comedy for? And you'd be like, well, take out COVID, I've been doing it. It's like, what are you talking about? It's like, if you're still doing if nothing changed, what's happening? Why are you minusing a whole year?
Yeah, and the thing is, I never I never stopped working through it either. So I mean, I was just out still constantly thinking, writing, doing the voice to text on my phone. That's how I do a majority of my writing, is just speak, because I'm too lazy to even write. So the fact that I'm out here telling putting myself out there as a writer is a sham already. Yeah, I am a talker that then turns it into text.
Interesting, because I actually feel the same way. Mm-hmm. I don't actually write anything. I don't like.
I've seen your act. We know. No.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. No. I'm kidding.
Here he is with the roast. Yeah. Roast master, Destin Richardson. Everybody know. But
the poor man's Jeff Ross. Yes.
No, I was telling
give me 15 years, I'll look like him too.
No, it was funny because I was telling Ridge, he was like, wait, so what's this guy look like? And I was like, have you ever seen Nick Swartzen? Has anyone ever told you that?
I get Nick Swartzen a lot.
Yeah. I was like, that's crazy.
Obviously, the beard kind of throws that off a little bit.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID or post-COVID, post-COVID, end of 2020, I had lost 60 pounds over quarantine. And so I was 190. I was at my skinniest. I was like, yeah, I'm hot. And the best I got was people said I looked like Nick Swartzen. And I was like, I was going for Ryan Reynolds, but okay. I'll take Nick Swartzen. It's better than Jack Black. So,
dude.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I get the Nick Swartzen all the time. What was another one I got kind of recently? Well, Halima says I look like Tim Dillon, but she can fuck herself. No, there was another. So right now specifically, and I don't know how many people on here do watch professional wrestling. I have a nephew that kind of sort of got me back into it.
Okay.
So there's a guy now. His name's Kevin Owens, and most people know him because he actually is the one carrying on the Stone Cold Stunner. Like, he uses that as his move now. And I remember I made a joke a couple of mics ago when I was like, I went in for a haircut, and they were like, so what look are you going for? And I said stunning, and I didn't realize that meant that they were going to turn me into Kevin Owens. Because like if you hold I mean, I can even try and pull up a picture.
Pull it up, and then I'll fucking put a picture.
Put it in post. Yeah, it's I'm not gonna lie, I do look like the guy. If only I had the championship
Kevin Owens,
belt.
huh?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie. It's not like I'm super proud of that, but I mean, I can't deny it either. So, yeah, here we go.
Oh wow! And you know, when I look at that guy,
Yeah.
in that picture, he kind of looks like Big J Okerson.
Oh yeah, yeah. So,
dude, so if you gain a bunch of weight,
with a little bit of Big J.
exactly. So that's my new inspiration now. Is I'm gonna get fat as fuck so I can be Big J and then open for Big J next time he comes to town. Actually, we could do like a whole like.
Yeah, I mean, you showed up with the sleeveless shirt.
Yeah.
Did you ride it on a motorcycle?
If I need the fingerless gloves, yeah. No, we could do like a Pokemon evolution thing. Get Kevin Owens, Big J Okerson, and me. I could be Lil J Okerson. Kevin could be middle, and then Big J could be Big J.
Dude, that would be so funny.
Yeah.
And then in between every set, you do like the evolution song, like dun 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 dun. dun.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd be into that, but you know, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
Are you like a nerdy guy?
Oh, yeah. Dude, I got a Harry Potter tat, a Lord of the Rings tat.
Okay.
I'm writing a comic book. No, I hate nerds. Fuck them.
Fuck nerds.
Next one I see, head going right in the toilet. Swirly City.
Yeah,
No,
dude.
I'm kidding. No, yeah, I'm a nerdy guy.
All right. So like games and everything.
Yeah.
How like nerdy are you? Are you like?
Well, I've
the
had sex with a
little-
woman, so
Okay,
I'm
cool.
not level 99. Like, I'm the best I'll ever be is like level 30.
Okay. Are you like those like little punk pop fucking?
No, the Funko Pops.
Okay.
No, I don't
whatever,
get that.
Yeah.
Here's
He knew what they were called though.
and while we're in
He's thought about them.
While we are in the subject, I want to clear the record on this right now. Despite the everything about me, I have never watched an episode of anime. Despite the fact that I look like every anime guy ever.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, unless you count Pokemon.
What about Dragon Ball Z?
I didn't like it as a kid, which I know that's going to get.
Interesting.
I get a lot of flack for that. I'm sorry. It never was my thing.
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, I know I look like I sniff little girls' seats when they get up off a swing set, but no, I don't watch anime. I've not played D&D. I've not played
Rich
D&D.
is like, what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with the? Wait, are you talking about the anime or the sniffing the seats?
I was just thinking, why does one correlate to the other?
There's just too much crossover between those two camps to ignore it. So.
That's
A lot of angry comments, but they'll be in like this position, like I don't know if he's right though. What Destin said on the help I can't high.
Dude, my favorite. You're a South Park fan, right?
Yeah.
Dude, the World of Make Love Not Warcraft
Yep.
episode. Dude,
Yep,
one of
absolutely.
the best episodes of cartoon ever.
Ever.
Like, dude, that their rendition
Yep.
of like the World of Warcraft player just
Yep.
like fucking chips all over his shirt.
Mhm.
Oh my god, with the glasses.
Yeah.
Oh.
The one extra beard patch where the rest is like very thin, except there's one big patch of good beard. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
That's crazy. So you get him a lot. I recently got Dave Grohl.
Yeah, I see a little bit. It's mostly the hair.
Yeah.
I think. The hair, maybe
I
the
was
eyebrow
like-
too, but
Yeah, I was like, never got that one. Most of the time, it's like when I have like short hair, it's like the Jonas Brothers
Yeah.
or Jake Gyllenhaal, or I get John Travolta a lot because I have like the crescent eyes.
Yeah. I can see
Dane
that a
Cook
little
with
bit,
the short hair too.
Okay, I can see
Yeah.
that too. Yeah.
It's like every
And you both
basic
date
white
23-year-olds,
guys.
yeah.
What'd you just say?
I said you both date 23-year-olds.
Oh man. Oh
Like,
man,
yeah,
that's
I get it. He's an inspiration for you, but you gotta only try to imitate the art, not the life.
No, you're good. That's funny. No, wow.
Plus, you can date 23-year-olds. You're only what, like 28, 27? Yeah. So no, 23 is fine for you. For scale, that would be like you having like a 14-year-old wife.
Dude. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
So I'm not.
Yeah,
Dane
let's
Cook.
change the subject of you dating underage women. Yeah, okay, I get that. We're gonna edit that whole segment out in post.
No, we keep everything in here. We don't fucking take anything out.
Yeah,
but no, that's
fair.
fucking funny. So we were talking before the podcast during the test a little bit. You were saying, so you started at 24. You're almost 30.
Yeah.
So what were you doing before stand-up?
Before stand-up, I was doing theater. I did community theater from about 18 to 24. I've dabbled since then. I've come out of pseudo retirement from theater twice in the last couple of years. I did a production of Music Man this summer, and then before that, I did this like Greek play. But so from college to when I started stand-up, I did community theater. And I mean, it was fun, and it helps me in my delivery, in my performance and selling of jokes and stuff. Like it helps a lot, but it was just such a time suck.
Yeah.
Of doing rehearsals 3 days a week, every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then just the fact that it wasn't for any real, awards. You couldn't like market it or anything like that. Like,
exactly. And then not just that, but like then towards the end, like during like towards like the show, it's like, all right, we're gonna do fucking rehearsal like 3 days,
tech
right,
week,
back.
Yeah,
Tech week. Yeah.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We would get like a break, or no, we would do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, Sunday through Wednesday. We would get a break Thursday, and then we would do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then we'd take a couple days off, and we would do a whole nother weekend.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's fun. I enjoy doing it, and it will help me in the long run in my writing of like long form story bits of delivery. But yeah, ultimately, it was just the time suck for something that wasn't going to make me money in the long run. Although I can say I'm an award-winning actor, I can put that feather in my cap. Yeah, yep. Ohio Community Theater Association, what is it? Excellence in acting for my performance of Lee Harvey Oswald in Assassins. Boom.
You were Lee
Harvey. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
It was a dope show, dope scene. Yeah, it's all about presidential assassins, whether they succeed or not. So there's John Wilkes Booth. There's again Lee Harvey. There was a John Hinckley, who just got out of jail. He tried to knock off Ronald Reagan to impress Jodie Foster. Which I've done a lot to try and sleep with women. I thought like stand up was as bad as it gets, but no, apparently you could do so much worse.
But I mean, is that worse though than doing stand up?
I mean, knowing what I know now, if I could go back, yeah, maybe I would have tried.
He's a little harder than we are.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Although, let's see. I mean, when I started, I started stand up right when Trump started. So I mean, no, okay. I don't want you to get flagged for that one. I'm gonna stop.
Donald Trump was a president for 20.
I was thinking who, and then I was like, could I? No, I was like, no.
That's funny.
I'm not gonna get you canceled for that.
No, you're good, man. I've already been canceled like 1,000 times.
Yeah, I don't want Elon to come in. I don't want Zuckerberg to get you.
Oh no, dude! Have Elon. We'll have Elon on. We'll fucking talk it out. You know what I mean?
You'll test a flamethrower. You'll smoke pot,
dude. Yeah. Oh yeah. And he won't inhale a second time.
Yeah.
That's so funny to me.
But
No. So yeah, that's crazy because I did some theater in high school a little bit. And then I decided to do the acting thing first because I actually wanted to do stand up first.
same.
But I was like, I'll do the acting thing first, and then did like a short film for a festival thing when I first got to Columbus. Then I did a musical, and then I just like stopped for a while. And then I started doing stand up because I saw TJ Miller, and I was like, dude, that guy's fucking dope, and it was amazing. So here we are.
Yeah. Like I said, I
But I
wanted to
agree
be
with you though. With the theater thing, like definitely gives you an advantage in the very beginning of like delivering your jokes.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. Yeah, but yeah, I wanted to do stand up first. I wanted to do stand up since I was 13. But I don't know, just
That's
talk
like a
myself
very
out of it.
common age.
Yeah.
People are like 13. I decided. I didn't decide until I was 17. But like, that's interesting.
Yeah, I saw Eddie Murphy's Raw at a way too young of an age. I saw that at 13. And, I mean, my dad showed me, like, Monty Python and showed me, like, Mel Brooks films when I was 10. But, like, my first time seeing, like, a true form stand-up, I was at my uncle's house, and I was a big Shrek guy. And so I was like, I saw Eddie Murphy's name. I was like, oh, I want to watch Eddie Murphy. And, obviously, anyone that's seen Raw, the very first thing should, in theory, shock a child into years of therapy. If they were going in there thinking they were going to see Dr. Dolittle or Shrek. But maybe, I don't know, maybe because I'm fucked up, I loved it.
That's amazing.
Like, in my head, I still constantly do a deep fake all the time of Donkey saying that, or vice versa. Like,
dude,
all the time, I just imagine, like, if Donkey and Dragon ever split up, like, him doing the, what have you done for me lately, Donkey?
Dude, I used to love Eddie Murphy I still love him, but, like, I used to, when I was younger, I could do his voice. I could do that voice.
Yeah.
And my voice has gotten a little deeper since then, and also with, like, the smoking and whatnot, that's also affected it. But, like, dude, for a while, I was just doing Donkey, and it was just like crazy. And I loved it. So I definitely feel the obsession. Like, we're a little bit more similar than I thought, but got a lot more material than I
do
do
right now. Yeah, no, I can actually, and my voice is almost healthy enough I could do this. I can do every male voice in the entire Shrek franchise, and it is. You would think that would get me a lot of pussy, but no, it dries up a lot of vaginas. Everyone goes in there thinking that they're
what?
Gonna
Nobody
be,
likes Shrek 2? What?
Right? I was like, yeah. I'm thinking it's like, oh, it's gonna turn women into Riley Reid, just wanting to fuck everyone. Nope, it turns them into Carson, or not Carson, Shapiro's wife.
He's like, that is a medical condition.
Yeah,
that is so crazy.
Oh,
no. Yeah. Wow. So you could do every male voice. Have you ever done voice acting?
I want to so bad. And I went to school with a girl that she just recently took on a job at Rockstar Games. And so, like, I've been in her DMs.
That's crazy.
It's the first time. It is like the first time I have been heavy in a girl's DMs, and I'm not trying to fuck.
Wow.
I'm like, yo, let me know when those auditions are. Like, I will send in the tapes.
Dang.
I want to be a part of Grand Theft Auto 14 when it comes out. Like, at this point, they're going to start releasing them with Fast and the Furious movies.
Dude, I mean, have they even released a date for 6?
Not that I know of.
Just like leaked rumors.
No. I saw some videos of like supposed leaked videos of like the next Grand Theft Auto, but like I was like, I'm skeptical.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked new. It looked like something different, but you just don't know.
Yeah. No, I'm not exactly sure. And much like the girls I'm trying to fuck, she has also not been messaging me back lately either. So. But,
dude, fuck. So you were 24 when you started.
Yeah.
Now you have a fucking special. You did an hour and 20 minutes. How much of that? And that's all like material tried out material. Like,
with the exception of my opener I wrote the day before, which was ballsy.
Dude.
Which was ballsy. But
I love doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I love writing something new. So, like, don't get me wrong. Like, there are some jokes that are like, this is not an opening joke.
Mm-hmm.
But there's been a lot of times where I've written a new joke where I'm like, this is going to be the first joke that I do tonight.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
and it's worked, I would say 95% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it's like, you just know. You just know.
Well, I had a different opener. Like when on my Google Docs of my entire special written out word for word, I had a different opener entirely, and I scrapped it because I was like, so I had gone to the doctor like the Wednesday before.
Okay.
So like 3 days before, and he like scoped my nose because I have like a deviated septum. And he scoped my nose, and when he did it, he basically unclogged all of the mucus that had finally, like, stopped running and all that stuff. So for the 3 days all the way up to the special, my sinuses were just a mess. And, like, I had this really deep voice because of it. And, like, you could hear that I was sick. So I took a little bit of inspiration from Brian Regan on his special when he started out being like, all right, I'm going to address the gray beard because if I don't, the whole rest of the hour, all you're going to be thinking is, he's got a beard now. That beard is gray. So I had to address the elephant in the room, which was, so I had to talk about him scoping for my deviated septum, finding out that I had an 85% blockage in my left nostril, which I knew that. I've not been able to use my left nostril for almost a decade now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yes, I am a dumb mouth breather. Because I have to be. I understand the concept of breathing through my nose. I just physically have a limitation to do it. Like I said, I can use my right nostril,
And
but
this
it's not a
blockage
viable.
and what is this blockage again? It's just mucus, or did you say it's
Cartilage.
Okay.
So the entire inner nose.
I had a friend that had this in high school.
Yeah, you're getting a free bit now. Fuck it. So he gives me the million questions because he's like, "Have you ever broken your nose?" And I was like, "No, I've not been in a real fight since I was like doing karate back in like my teenage years." And then he's like, "Do you do cocaine?" And I was like, "No, cocaine does me." And
What did he do?
he didn't think it was funny, which I don't get because that part of the joke kills in DA meetings. No, I'm kidding. But
all right, really?
I was yeah.
Are you going to Bourbon Street tonight?
I already messaged Ty.
Oh, nice.
I
Ridge.
completely
message for you and I.
I completely
Ty
ignored
Moore?
his. Don't mess until 7.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, I come from 45 minutes away. I'm an exception. I don't apply.
Yeah.
I'm above the rules. Thug life. So anyway, he asked me if I did cocaine. I was like, no. And he's like, because I was like, cocaine can like literally move a part of your nose. And he's like, yeah, because
You're
one,
breathing
cocaine,
so hard?
Because one, cocaine has no business being in the human body. Spoiler alert, it's not good for you. But
Wait,
it's
really?
good for the soul, but it's not good for the body. And then because yes, you're doing so much force in the one, like whatever nostril you're doing it out of. If you do it over time long enough, that because one, the cocaine is wearing down the cartilage, and the force, it just naturally will cause it to shift.
Wow.
Exactly. So I was like, so hold on right here. Follow my logic, doc. So you're saying if I did twice as much cocaine in the other nostril, I could undeviate my septum and set it back to center? Write up that prescription right now, doc. You know, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. But, yeah. So
That's funny.
and there was New Year's Eve 2014. I might have done cocaine. I don't remember. So there might just be a whole coke rock still lodged up there. You never know. But
Dude, that's nuts. Yeah, I've never done cocaine. That's crazy.
Yeah, me neither. I also, much like people assume that I'm into anime, I don't do drugs. Like, I've accidentally eaten edibles twice, and I've pop brownies.
That's got to be the worst.
Pop brownies, yeah,
That's gotta be the
exactly.
worst, especially if you don't like smoke weed at
Yep,
all
yep,
or do
yep.
any sort of THC products. Like,
Yep. Because I'm also
Oh, no.
because I'm a lifelong fat ass too, so I ate 2 brownies, and like they were strong brownies to begin with. So yeah, I went to Mars on my first time, And like I went home, I actually to bring up Shrek again. So because the thing is, it was after after I did the roast of Batman out in Newark. This was pre-COVID, and I was celebrating and everything. We were in the green room, and got into the wrong pile of brownies, and all of a sudden I was like, I was like feeling like extra good, you know. Things were really light, like just things were a little bit hazy, like just on the outer, and all of a sudden, like I see. I was almost going to say his real name. The comic that I had playing Green Lantern, lighting up a joint, and I just saw the light by his hand, and I'm like, oh, his Green Lantern powers are activating. Fuck yeah. and then, like, the Flash walked by, and I was, like, seeing him, like, also blurry. I'm like, oh, my God, am I in the Speed Force right now? This is crazy. And no, I was high. I was high and I couldn't get down. Shameless plug.
Dude,
shameless plug.
He said it. He said the title.
Shameless plug. Yeah. Do I get an award now?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think you're the 10th person. So I think we have like another 12 before the award balloons come down.
Hey, if I was 10th, that should be like a 10th caller thing. Like, do I get free tickets to your next paid Funny Bone gig?
Yeah, right.
There's so many of those,
dude. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But no. I got home after that roast, and again, I realized I was like, fuck, I'm high, and so I just sat down on the couch and I put on Shrek 2, and I don't know why, because it canceled itself out, but I put it in French with Spanish subtitles, and I just laughed my ass off till I fell asleep.
You said you put it in French.
I put it in French with Spanish subtitles, and I speak neither language. But it was hilarious to me hearing French donkey. And
what does he sound like?
He actually sounded pretty close to Eddie Murphy.
Really?
Because they, for most cases, they have an entirely different cast for different languages.
Whoa.
It's very rare that you get a voice actor that doubles for another language as well. Like they'd had to be now. Like I'm sure Antonio Banderas was probably a crossover. I'm sure that he also did the Spanish one as well. I don't know that, but I mean that's the one that you could hear that and be like, okay, yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. But when I was higher than Martian dandruff, I thought that shit was hilarious.
So. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny. I don't know why. Why has Shrek become such a meme?
Because it's perfect.
Next question.
It's a perfect movie.
Dude. Okay, the thing is, it's the fan base that has made it a meme, not because of the art itself. Honestly, it's because of the fans themselves. They're like what I consider the good version of Rick and Morty fans.
Okay.
Like as far as that level of passionate and cringy. Like cuz I'm on some Shrek pages on Facebook and I'm a very regular
Shrek groups on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm a very regular
I know the talk on the Shrek line.
I'm a very regular contributor to one.
Memes outside of Shrek we kick in.
I actually, fun fact, I emailed an application to perform half an hour of Shrek-themed stand-up at the Shrek Fest in Milwaukee Labor Day weekend.
Have they replied?
I'm checking my phone every day. I shut off notifications for Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, anything that isn't my Gmail. I like when I get something, it's either text message or Gmail. Those are the only two things I'm checking. So my apologies to anyone on Facebook Messenger or Instagram that I haven't got back to.
That is so crazy. Yeah, it did take him a while to get back to me too. So
yes,
that's crazy.
That is
that's
why.
Crazy.
Yep.
I hit him up and I was like, dude, you good for the podcast? Yeah. And then a few hours later, he was like, oh yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. But no. So back to Shrek, which is something I will be saying the rest of my life. That'll be
back to Shrek.
I should get that tattooed on me.
Back to
Shrek. So the reason that Shrek is so loved and why it is perfect is because it was such a punk rock film. Like, it was Fight Club level punk rock for, like, a major studio to do something indie as fuck like Fight Club was. So you take, again, like, it's obviously, it's this nice big middle finger to Disney, the first movie is. And it's, like, Farquaad, the reason that his face is so, like, they spent so much time animating his face is because he is supposed to look exactly like the guy that was the CEO at the time of Disney Pixar Animations, that turned them down for making Shrek a Disney film, because they were like, it doesn't fit our Disney formula, it doesn't fit what makes us work.
I did not know this.
Yeah, so and that's why his name is Farquaad, because it's a couple letters off from fuckwad. That's why they named him Farquaad. That's why they made him short. That's why they make all these constant jokes about compensating. Like, everything about Farquaad is just one big middle finger to this one guy.
And is he also short?
Yeah. He is actually short.
Oh,
And
nice.
Yeah. But yeah.
Did they ever respond? Is it like rap disses? Did they come out with another diss movie to DreamWorks? They were like,
I don't know if they did it exactly. I mean, they came out with Cars. That was their response. Because I was like, I'm trying to think what Disney Pixar was coming out with in the early 2000s. I was like, yeah, Cars. Finding Nemo was around the same time.
Okay.
I don't think there was an ogre fish that they were like trying to diss or anything like that. But yeah, and also it was like the first animated fairy tale-esque kind of movie that didn't rely on a custom score. Like, obviously, because another thing that's been so memed about the Shrek franchise is, of course, anything related to Smash Mouth. They're now inseparable.
Yeah.
And Smash Mouth hates it, but they can also fuck themselves. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, you fucking Steve Harwell or whatever his name is. He's gross. Did you see that video of him like performing like kind of recently, where he just like he got really drunk? He was like Sig Heiling and like he was like groping some like girl that came up on stage in the front row. Yeah, he's gross.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. So don't talk about your big green daddy like that, Steve. So.
Dude, Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
Yep.
Dude,
And,
that's like the Shrek version of like Two Girls, One Cup. Dude.
That is exactly where the bad side of the Shrek franchise comes in, though. Like when I said they were like the Rick and Morty fans, that's the very Rick and Morty side of them. Is whoever made that video.
Dude,
yeah,
I swear to God,
on,
that shit. I saw that and I was like, why would somebody make this? Why?
Because it was either that or shoot up a school. So I mean, I guess they chose right.
Oh my God.
Either way, they were an artist that wasn't getting their art bought or getting their dick sucked. So,
dude, the 3D animation artists, I would say, are like one of the weirdest artists.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to computer art.
Yeah.
They're the weirdest.
Oh, for sure.
Like the indie ones, at least.
Yeah,
like, dude, they're always doing like fucking weird arms in the bodies and
yeah, that the Strikers Love Strikers Live video. I mean, that was like a rogue Splinter Cell agent of the 3D animating world.
That shit was so insane. Yeah. But okay, so Shrek is the perfect fucking movie.
Yes.
And you said Smash Mouth is inseparable.
Yeah.
And they didn't rely on any of like you said the score. You said the score is just like
they have a little bit of original music as well, but I mean it also that movie helped to popularize. I mean again obviously Smash Mouth. Baha Men threw that banger in there, Best Times of Our Lives, and that I think the Shrek movie is what kept them from being strictly a one-hit wonder.
Okay,
because they were only a two-hit wonder. And they would have only been a one-hit wonder if it wasn't for Shrek. So, again, boom.
Don't bite the hand that feeds.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then, yeah, it was just, again, it completely reinverted the formula. Again, you have this ogre, typically a villain, and then, he ends up being the great guy. Shrek 2, they take the fairy godmother, which is, again, traditionally always a great character, and they make her a fantastic villain.
Yeah, for sure.
With one of the best cover songs in the history of music, that Holding Out for a Hero. I like it better than the original. But yeah. So no, like I said, I'm a big Shrek guy, non-ironically, and also because it was the first Shrek movie was my last memory with my grandmother. Yeah, it was like 4 days before she died. We went to a Meijer. I picked out Shrek there. We went to Pizza Hut. I got a stuffed crust pizza, and then we went. I watched it. So like that's why when I get really really down, like the first Shrek is my that's my pickup movie, and then I get Pizza Hut stuffed crust pizza. So anyone that says Domino's is better, they can fuck themselves. Pizza Hut all day. I mean, I'm a Pizza Hut stan,
dude.
But mostly for trauma and nostalgia,
dude. But Pizza Hut stuffed crust pizza though,
it's
bro,
awesome.
It's fucking lit.
Yeah, always.
It's like what I would say that like I would never go to Pizza Hut
if it wasn't for the
stuffed crust.
Mm-hmm.
Like that fucking pizza is the bomb.
Well, when I'm not feeling super nostalgic, I do get the pan pizza though too. But yeah. So Shrek Pizza Hut
from Newark.
From
Newark,
yeah.
That's a long drive.
Yeah,
is there a
long boring drive too.
Is there a lot of stuff going on over there?
Yeah, everything I do. That's all that's going on in Newark. No, I'm kidding. But I mean, I'm trying to invigorate a whole full-blown scene. I actually have 2 people from the Newark area that like actively try to do stand-up as well while I'm there. I'm hoping to get to the point where it's a self-sufficient enough of a scene, and then I can put on more local people. Because I mean, up until then, I hit up a few Columbus people, and like, I remember when I first put out that I'm like, hey, I'm doing like booked paid shows out in Newark, and I was like, send me your requests, send me clips, or whatever. And I'm still chipping through a waiting list that I've had for like a year and a half, 2 years.
Okay.
And I think I've only I've repeated like maybe 3 people, just because it typically was because somebody would drop, and then I was like, well then shit, I do want to at least make sure that I can put on a show. So I was like, then let me go for the people I know I can rely on. But I'm still chipping away at the list of people that have submitted for my shows, and I do one at the Homestead Cherry Valley Public House. I do that once a month. Mostly so the audience doesn't get burnt out. But I'll occasionally do another one at this pizza place. I got a pool hall now that I'll do them at. I tried one at this other bar in downtown. That one just didn't go well, and then even the venue themselves weren't exactly too happy with it. So but yeah, I'm working with 3 right now, and I'm by the end of the year I'm going to try and get out of producing my own shows. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm doing it because it gives myself quality stage time, but ideally I want to get it with less effort. I want to be approached about the stage time, not the other way around. But yeah, I'll say traditionally 2 a month out there, and then when I really have some new stuff, and if I can do the trip, I'll come to Columbus for a mic or 2, scope out new talent as well, which is hard to do because they all suck. So all of them, especially the ones listening, dude. Like if you're if you're an amateur comic and you listen to that entire Shrek speech and you're still here, you're fucking desperate, and dude. I don't like that. You will not get me to validate you. Like,
oh my god, that's so funny, dude. No, it's weird because like we have a lot of mics. Mm-hmm. Like we have like a big mic scene, but it's like a weird scene because it's like some of the mics just don't have people there. Yep. Or, you know what I mean? And it's like, and I get it. It's like that everywhere. Yeah. But I don't know, man. I just feel like the escalation from like new comic to somebody who's working to be a working comic is a lot longer here. Yeah. I don't know if that makes sense. Yep. But like I'm feeling that. I just had fucking Max Price on and Ronaldo Mercado from St. Louis. Ronaldo is 4 years in. I'm coming up on 4 years. Yeah. And he is so much funnier than me. and he's had a lot of club time because they have like fucking 4 clubs there.
Yeah, we
But
have one basically.
Yeah, and I mean, who knows what happens with the Addict? It's looking kind of promising, but
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. Like,
Yeah, it's too new to gauge right now.
yeah, see, and that's what I keep telling everybody. It's like, it was especially with like Cafe Bourbon Street. It's like a new mic, and it's only been going for like 2 or 3 weeks. Like, give it some time to like for people to know about it. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a new restaurant. I work in a new restaurant, and it's like people are like, I didn't even know you guys were here, and it's like, yeah, because we're new.
Yeah. I was to say I've been to. We're to the point now. I think there's only maybe Tuesday only has like 2 mics, and there's one other day that has. But for the most part, every day has like 3 to 4 mics now, which is quite the improvement considering that for 3 of my years in the Columbus scene, there was only 1 mic that mattered, and then there was a few small auxiliary mics.
Yeah.
Like at least now, most of the mics have at least somewhat of an equal footing. Like it's not just the one dominating the whole time. But
have you ever made it to the Crescent Lounge?
That is the only one I haven't.
Dude, I'm telling you.
After we do Bourbon Street, after this, Crescent Lounge is the only one I have not done.
Yeah. I was going to say, Crescent Lounge is like a sleeper mic, dude. Because like the Wednesday mic is like hit or miss. But the Saturday mic, I've been hearing I haven't been because I've been having to work. But like, dude, I've been hearing lots of good things about the Saturday one.
Yeah, I drove by it Friday. I did like a private show.
It's
in
like
Dublin.
right over here.
Yeah, I did a private show in Dublin. I went because then I met with Amanda Ramirez.
Okay.
We went to this bar, Yogi's, right down the street,
here?
from me, right
Yeah.
down the street. Yeah, and I remember driving like right by it at one point, and I keep thinking, and I've been to the Mexican restaurant across the street. But I've not been to so I've been just about everywhere around the Crescent Lounge, and then again it's just like
it's also kind of new. It's like a year old, so I mean it's not new, but it's kind of like if you don't go to bars like what I mean regularly, you're probably not gonna know.
Yeah, I know they just had a show like this yesterday.
Yep.
And then when I do get to Columbus on Saturdays, I mean a lot of times it's for like a show at Bossy's or I don't know. I did Cafe Kerouac not too long ago, but if it's a Saturday and I end up in the area, like I gotta check it out. Like I said, like at this point, it's like I gotta do it just to say I did it. Oh, and I haven't done the Attic yet. I haven't done the Attic's Wednesday yet.
Yeah, we showed up.
Maybe this Wednesday I'll like try and come up and then also hit the Crescent just so I can say, hey, I've hit them all.
The only thing that I ask, and if anyone's listening who's in charge of mics or whatever, like the only thing that I ask is like. When you have sign up times and start times, try to make them as accurate as possible.
Yeah.
Like if you know you're not going to be there until 9:30 or some shit like that, say that.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's a lot of times where I feel like there's a lot of miscommunication and like people just get upset. And it's like I'm not one of those people because I understand that that's how every Columbus comedian is. It's like they always will say sign ups at 6:30, but then you get there and it's like no one shows up till 7 or 7:30, and you're just like, all right, but like. It would just be nice if you know that the expectation is like, okay, the venue doesn't even want us really there till 7:30.
Yeah.
Just put that on the thing because it's like, you're gonna have a lot more people stay if they show up at like the expected time.
Yeah.
And then show starts on time rather than them showing up 45 minutes early. And then they're like, okay, well, I've already been here for an hour because like that's how they're thinking about it. They're like, all right, I want to leave. Even though it's like, because I like to stay for some people's sets, you know what I mean? I like to at least watch some people and everything, but sometimes it's.
Yeah, same. I remember feeling the odd one out because I would stick around and also watch people's sets too, but again, like because I'm Columbus adjacent.
Yeah.
Like I'm on the fringe, literally. So like when I do come to Columbus, I mean I'm seeing stuff for only maybe the second or third time and not the 20th or 25th time. So like, I still I'm always trying to see like, hey, could I work with this person in the future possibly? Okay. Are they doing anything new? No, they're not. But there's a few brave ones that actually do some new shit. But
so what's your opinion on that? On like doing new versus doing like old material?
Oh,
because it's like because it's like it took you 5 years to get all your material down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And honestly, even the bits that like I worked down, I really hate repeating stuff. I try to do new every time.
Really?
When
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. When I know I got a bit worth tightening, then I do. But I mean, even then, I only repeat it. Like,
Interesting.
I've not repeated a joke more than 10 times. Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
'Cause I am the
Even the jokes in your special?
Even the jokes in my special.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I am the complete opposite. I'm like, if there's like a joke that I think is like good, like, or I mean, all my jokes, I like, if they end up getting laughs where I like want them to,
Yeah.
it's like I tighten the fuck out of them and I keep tightening them until there's like,
Yeah.
at least from my perspective, there's literally no more tightening that can be done.
Yeah, in my master notebook at home, I even like if I have like the joke premise. Again, I don't have in the master notebook. I don't have. I have some that are completely storyboarded out, basically. But I mean, I have my cheat sheet that has like all of the the titles of ones, and like I write down next to them what room have I done this joke in, and I almost never try to do the same joke in the same room. And the even more ballsy thing is there are some jokes like especially for like my homestead shows out in Newark that like if I'm to the point now when I know I have a dead ringer, and I will not do that one in Newark at all. That is when I come to Columbus and do open mics.
Oh,
when I have one that I already know for a fact like this is gonna be good, I'll come to Columbus and do a couple open mics, so that when it hits my Newark audience for the first time, that the big payoff is there.
See, I'm like the opposite. I feel that way about Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck if you guys have heard it 1,000 times.
Yeah,
I want people everywhere else when I leave Columbus to be like, wow, this is fucking crazy.
So it's weird. I do it backwards. No, I would even say yours is more the right way. I'll even say that.
I'm not doing anything right.
Well, no, the idea is that you're obviously striving more for the big city audience, where like so in theory I should be workshopping strictly in Newark, and then when I have those dead ringers, then do them in Columbus for the big city. And again, like I said, no, I do them pretty backwards. But I mean, if they're good enough, if they kill it in Newark, then I know. Then I know if I go to Columbus and I'm like, and one doesn't land, that's when I'm like, okay, I have these, I can whip them.
Okay.
But yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah, it's obviously everyone has different ways.
Are you
of
always
doing it.
writing then? Like, what's your
Always.
writing routine?
Like I said, I mean, I technically, I talk into my phone and it transcribes, but I mean, there's still the fact that I write at least 3 new jokes a day.
Okay.
Sometimes more. Like that's a minimum. Is I at least put down 3 in my notes, and then still, like I said, I'm writing a comic book movie, like a comic book web series script as well. Writing a short movie as well. So like always constantly talking to myself, essentially. Which probably if somebody like drove by and saw that, they would, call the police. But
No, dude, it's crazy because I'm the exact same way. So it's like these guys like know about it, like my crew, but like I have like some cartoon ideas that that I've been like working on, and like I have 2 of them that I'm like, one of them for sure is like if I like get like a solid like backing behind like the pilot. Like it will sell to somebody.
Yeah.
But the other one I think is like one of those ones where it's like I think that it would be like an adult series, but then it would get knocked down to like Disney XD or some shit like that. So like that's kind of like what my like feeling on the other one is. But like, yeah, I'm pacing around my house just talking to myself all day, running through my jokes, fucking just like that's crazy. Okay.
I mean, but don't get me wrong. If I ever actually get what little bit of free time I have, I will actively open up the laptop and then really actively start writing. And
Okay.
I went on a vacation to the Dominican Republic in November. It was a week at an all-inclusive resort, and I wasn't getting Wi-Fi in my room, which meant which was such a blessing in hindsight because I wasn't able to I wasn't able to stream TV shows on my laptop.
Yeah.
I tried watching El Gladiator in Spanish. Didn't even get through that whole first fight scene in the woods where I was like, I just can't do it. I'm not into it. So no, I ate, I drank a lot because again it was all already paid for, and then I worked out a little bit, and then I just wrote.
Okay.
So I wrote at least a season's worth of my web series there. I wrote my entire special in that week.
Are you also the person drawing everything too? Drawing?
No. I am absolutely outsourcing that. Like when people when I tell people all this shit,
Is this already? Hold on, really quick.
Yeah.
Because I'm just trying to gauge where is this at in its process.
I'm still actively writing.
But is it already out though?
No.
Okay. So where are you at in putting it out?
Still quite a ways from that.
Okay.
Contacting Netflix yet?
No, not yet. Not yet. No, I was gonna shoot it all on my own because essentially, don't get me wrong, I love comic books and I'm very much looking forward to it. It's just what I consider the world's greatest audition piece for the industry. Because I wanted to show off my acting, I wanted to show off my writing, my directing. I'm even doing the musical score for any original stuff. So pretty much every aspect of it is going to have me in it. And that's my hey, I can do this. Fight choreography, I'm even doing that.
So wait, so you're turning the comic book into the real life thing too?
Yes.
Oh.
And at the same time. So once I have it completely scripted out, I'll send it to
So is it going to be canon?
Yes.
They will
both be canon.
So then
at the same
there's not going to be any discrepancy. They're not going to be
I learned-
like the movie, but I hate the comic book.
I learned from George R.R. Martin with Game of Thrones. Once I saw how that happened where he didn't have the entire thing finished, but he already got it greenlit for the show, I don't want season of 8 of Game of Thrones with this. So I'm not filming the first scene until I have written everything. And once it's written, I don't care if the audience wants more seasons or not. What is written is written.
Dude, that's
yeah.
Dude, when you're done, you're done.
Yep, when it's done, it's done. I mean, I'm
killing
off most of the characters.
Thank God.
Because
dude, I feel like everything that we've ever everything. It's it always gets to a point where it's all right, the show's over, and then they come out with the spinoff, and it's and it's always fucking shit, dude. I felt that the first time I felt that way was when I was a child watching Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
I watched Dragon Ball Z, and then they came out with Dragon Ball GT. And I was like, what is this? I was like, this is no. I don't like this.
Yep.
And then that's the first time I felt that way. And I stopped watching it. And so then my dad, he'll still hit me up. He's like, you watch Dragon Ball Super or whatever? I was like, dude, I stopped after all of that. Yeah. After all of the changes. And then it just everything's that way. It's fucking
The episodes that ended a fight.
I know, dude, yeah. And then Game of Thrones, that was a different situation, was a spinoff, but they just they ran out of the material, so they just started.
They let the showrunners go.
They knew the end, but they were just creative freedom, and it's wow, no.
Yep, and it was rushed. It was slammed together. It wasn't what people wanted.
Okay.
So again, I'm trying to avoid that, but yeah, once I have officially written all 5 seasons. Then I will, and I've cast most of the people. I've cast them being I'm writing this part for you. Obviously, you can still say no, but you probably shouldn't. I was because I'm putting a lot of thought into this for you.
How long have you been putting into this?
A year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said how many seasons have you got done so far? Just one?
No. I'm
4.
I'm 3.
3. Okay.
3 finished. So I'm working on the other 2. And the thing is, it is 2 different series. One has 3 seasons, one has 2. So that they, canonically speaking, it's 1, 1, 2, 2, and then 3, which does help finish both of them. But the one
10 episodes, 1 hour
Yep, exactly.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm writing 50 hours which is fucking daunting. But it's going good.
So you've already written 30.
Yeah, I've already written 30. Yeah, I've already written 30.
Wow.
And again, that's on top of writing an hour of stand-up, too.
Wow.
And the reason I have all this time to writing is because no women text me back.
Not even the ones he's not trying to fuck.
Exactly. Anyone with a vagina will not text me back. So yeah, all of that not having a girlfriend or a sex life, it results in all of this writing. And yeah, so like I said, I already cast them, and it's being set in a fictionalized, super Gothamized version of Pittsburgh. And
Wait.
yeah. So
isn't that...
Oh,
right. I was like, isn't that what already Gotham is?
Yeah,
It's
well,
just...
just the football, just the football stadium, just the football stadium.
Some plagiarism there.
Yeah, no, only the football stadium was Pittsburgh.
oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah. But yeah, and I went in July. I had a gig in Marietta, and I had like the next 2 days after that. So I was like, well, I'm gonna
You were scouting?
I did my location scouting, and I went just by myself. So my dad is from Pittsburgh, and when they were dating, we were going there basically every other weekend, from when I was 3 to when I was about 6. So like I just have such like rose-colored glasses when it comes to Pittsburgh, because like every weekend I was seeing the big city. Like I was, so for me, Pittsburgh's more my big city than Columbus is even.
Okay.
And I also just love being a Pittsburgh fan because it just pisses off everyone here. Like I wear my Pirates or my Steelers shit, and everyone like they're like they'll make some joke about it. I'm like, dude, I don't watch it at all. I just want to piss people off.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
I don't care at all. I watched the game last night. I just wanted both teams to have fun and do their best, and I just wanted to eat chili dogs. That's it.
This is everybody. I just want everybody to have fun, make money, and then go home.
And it was a very enjoyable game to watch too. It was very neck and neck.
Yeah.
It was very neck and neck. Like it was a really good
No
game.
injuries, everyone went home good.
Yeah.
Liked the game.
Yeah, the last drive that Kansas did was really good. I mean, the fact the guy took the knee like feet away from the end zone instead of just running in it for a touchdown was brilliant. But anyway, so when I did my location scouting, I balled out and I bought a room in like one of the nicest hotels there. As soon as you go through the bridge and you go right into downtown, it's right there. It was the Wyndham Grand. I did not ball out and get valet parking though, because like I make money, but not that much money. And so I went to a parking garage. It was like close enough. And then I just bar hopped all throughout downtown. Like there's a place called Market Square in Pittsburgh, has a Permane Brothers, which is of course like the most famous like Pittsburgh restaurant. They had a couple others. And when I was there, it was this weekend event called Picklesburg. So they had but every restaurant had like something that featured pickles, and then like pickle-backs. They had like fried pickles. They had like pickle beer. They had everything pickle, and I love pickles. So
I love pickles.
So I had a fucking blast. I was at this bar, drunk off my ass, off of equal parts liquor and pickle, and lickle, and I met this couple in. Don't worry, I didn't fuck them. I met this couple from Georgia. They just happened to be up visiting like their daughter that was in college. I was like, "Can you send her here?" Like, yeah. Oh, I was down. The pickle had me feeling it. So, and yeah, we were best buds. I couldn't tell you their name if you put a gun to my head now, but at that bar we were tighter than nuns, and I was like walking back to my room. I ordered like pizza to like be delivered to my room. I'm there. I'm watching Triple D, eating pizza on my lap like an otter, and I'm like looking out the skyline, and I'm like, I can't set this in Pittsburgh. I gotta change this. I was like, I don't want to paint Pittsburgh as this awful, shitty, crime-ridden city. It's like I fucking love Pittsburgh. It's been one of the best weekends of my life. So I check out. I go to my car,
and he gets mugged.
And it was broken into. And I'm like, fuck Pittsburgh. Fuck this cesspit
like,
shithole of a city.
This is the exact location.
I'm like, Pittsburgh, thank you for reminding me why the world hates you.
That's funny.
So I love it, but also fuck Pittsburgh, yes.
Oh shit. Well, we're getting to the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
On that, I love you picked that strategic note of like fuck Pittsburgh. All right, I'm cool. I'm cool bouncing out on that note. If people remember anything, fuck Pittsburgh.
Yeah. So, you said the podcast is called Destination.
Yep, the Destination Podcast.
The Destination Podcast.
Yep.
We'll have links to that. What
Yep.
else? Where can we find you on Instagram?
Instagram at the real Destin Richardson. Facebook. I'd rather you follow my artist page. Don't friend request me on my personal page. I will leave it in the folder forever. But find the one with the black and white photo. That's the one I want you to like. Twitter, Destin Richardson or D Rich Comedy. TikTok, the real Destin Richardson.
You have a website or anything?
Not yet. I will be once I have my special Grown Up. Once that's available for purchase, I will then also have a full-blown website, which will probably just be like DestinRichardsonCom. You can buy it there as well. Hopefully, you'll be able to stream it on some kind of service as well. Also, like and subscribe my YouTube page, Destin Richardson. I think that's about it. So, yeah. Thanks for having me on Help I'm High, Can't Get Down. It's been a blast.
Yeah, dude, you have been fucking awesome. Like,
thank you.
You're like the tag. It's like you're the tag king. You said earlier that you like the cheesy, easy jokes, and dude, like the tight as nuns. I was like, all right, that is like literally. I have one that I don't want to spoil. Well, shit. He's like, I want to say it, but
no. My normal go to is I say tighter than Motown harmonies. But I would say for people that know anything about Motown and Berry Gordy, you'll realize why that's a great one, because he was whipping them like the Jackson dad. All those poor singers that just wanted to. I can't remember his name. The one that beat the kids. Yeah,
God damn
the one that made the Thriller album. The one that made that possible.
Well, guys, this was Help I'm High and Can't Get Down with Destin Richardson, everybody.
Yeah.
Joe Jackson.
Joe Jackson.
Jackson.
Make sure that you fucking watch this and listen to this on fucking Spotify, follow, whatever. Make sure you're following Destin on all of his stuff. We'll make sure that we have all the links in the description. Dude, thanks so much. We'll see you at fucking Bourbon Street, bro.
Yeah, bud.